Hi, I'm Paul Seal from CodeShare.co.uk. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple gallery in Umbraco. And the idea is that we're going to have a folder with some media items in it. We're going to pick that folder from a page and then we're going to render those items that were picked inside a gallery, and then you'll be able to click on the items and it will pop up in some sort of light box. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get started then. So I've installed in this project here, so if you go to github.com/prjseal, you'll see this project called Umbraco Gallery Example. So I've created this for you so you can have a look at this, and what I'll do is I'm going to branch off what I'm doing now. So if I create a branch, then everything that's in the master is at the point of me starting the video. So if you want to do this along with me, or if you want to get it a later date and just try it yourself, you'll be able to. And then I'm going to do finished. I'll just call it finished. So I'm going to create the branch now, so that whatever changes we make during the video, you at the end, if you get lost or you want to refer back to the code that I did, you can look back at it there. So yeah, it's using the CodeShare starter kit that I've installed. If you want to install it yourself on a separate project, just go to developer section, go to packages, and go to starter kits, and it's this one here, CodeShare starter kit. So that's the starting point of where we are. So we don't have a gallery on this website. Let's add a gallery. So first thing I would normally do is either create a template or a document type. I'm going to create a template first this time, so I'm just going to do create, and I actually do want it to come off master, so I'm going to click on master, I'm going to click on the dots, create, and I'm going to call it gallery, and then save. Now I think this validation error, ignore that, I think this is a bug with the latest Umbraco 7.12.4. It doesn't actually affect anything as far as I'm aware. So master and then gallery. Now if we go to the document types, and then we need to create a document type without a template, because we've already got a template, and we'll just call it gallery. And I'm going to look for an image or picture logo. This one will do. Templates, I'm going to choose the gallery one we just created, and then I'm going to save that, and then I need to allow that to be a child of home. So click on home, doc type, go to permissions, and then I'll choose add child, and then I look for the one called gallery, which is there. Pick that and then save. So now we can create a gallery item underneath home. It's not any good at the moment because it won't do anything, but let's just have a look what that does do. So we click on the three dots on next to home and then create, and then I chose gallery, so just do that again just in case you missed that, gallery, and then that gives us this page here. So now I'm going to call it gallery, save and publish, and you'll notice that there aren't any properties at the moment. So let's create some a composition. So I'm going to create a composition which I'm doing a document type without a template, and this is going to be the gallery controls. So on this gallery, I'm going to give it a tab called content. I'm going to have a title, gallery title, enter the gallery title, and that's going to be text string. Submit that. I won't make it mandatory, it doesn't need to be. And I'll do gallery description maybe, and I'll make that a text area. Oh, close. I'll choose reuse and then text area, and then I'll just say enter the description for this gallery. Submit that, and then the final thing is I actually want to be able to pick the folder that contains the images. So the whole idea around this simple gallery that I'm showing you is how easy it can be. So gallery folder. And the idea being that on different pages you might want to include a gallery partial or something. So you can have a folder for this event and it's got all the pictures in there, and then you can just pick that from a page, pick that folder, and away you go. So choose the folder which contains the images you want to display. Now we just need to pick a media picker. So we use the media picker. There we go, submit. And then click save. So now we've got those properties, and then we want to go to the document type, and we want to get the gallery to use this composition. So if I just slow down for you, so I've clicked on the gallery document type, then compositions, and then gallery controls. Tick that one, submit and save. So now if we go back to the content item for gallery, we can now see that we've got some properties. So my gallery in the title, this gallery is a collection of photos from my visit to Code Garden 2018. And then we'll choose the folder. So the folder is going to be in here. So I'm going to click the plus because I haven't created the folder yet. So click the plus, that's how you create a folder in Umbraco, and you press enter after you've typed the name. So now I'm going to upload some pictures as well. I'm going to upload these ones. So if we go back up to media, I am actually going to select the folder and then go to submit. Save and publish. So we can see that I've picked the folder. So it's this item that contains the images that I want to display on my gallery. So next we're going to edit the gallery template. So I'm going to go over to Visual Studio now. I'm going to click on refresh to see if I can see gallery appear in here. Right click on that and include in project. So we've got the template. Now what I want to do is reuse some of the layout stuff from one of the other pages, because I'm not here to write a whole load of new layout code. I'm going to try and use this sort of grid layout with the 3 items across or something like that. So I'm just going to steal that. So the latest articles and how they get rendered. So I have a title and a description, things like that. So I'm going to use that, but that's actually in the latest articles. So what I'll probably do is create a partial called gallery. So I'm going to duplicate latest articles, and then I'm going to call it _ gallery. I'm going to take out some of this. So don't need article list, don't need articles, is homepage, maybe if it's used on the homepage, yeah. And then items to show, no. Alright, so I'm going to keep those properties there, and I'm going to take out this. So what I want it to do is at umbraco.assignContentItem.getPropertyValue. Now, just to say about this whole get content item and things like this, assign content item, I'm staying with how I've done it in the starter kit, but I would probably do this differently going forward. I would probably pass this from the template to the partial, and I would have prepared it in the template using the root hijacking, but I'm not doing that on this one. I'm just keeping it similar to how I've done it before. So I'm going to get the value of this property. So this was gallery title. I'm going to get that value, I'm going to use it there. And this is just complaining because I'm trying to cast it as a string. So if I wrap that there, it will be happy again. So that's one thing to see. If you're ever trying to do that, you've seen it on the forum, oh, just use this. But I was getting an error there because I hadn't wrapped the whole thing in that. It was getting confused because I was using the angled brackets. So if I wrap everything from the @ if I wrap it with the brackets, it allows me to use that. And then I'll do the same below. And that was called gallery description. And if you're not sure on what you named it, you can go back and have a look. So if we go into settings, document types, gallery controls, it's this bit here. This is the alias that you're looking for. Gallery description and then gallery folder. Right, so that's going to render out at least the title and description. And what we can do for now is we can just comment this out with a Control-K-C and a save. And what I've done is I've edited the latest articles partial like an idiot. So I'm going to copy all of that. I'm going to paste it over the gallery one, underscore gallery, which is where it should have been. And I'm going to undo all of these changes on this one. The amount of times I do this, it's unbelievable. But anyway, so we can close that one. We can close article content. So now we've just got the gallery here. So if you notice here where I'm calling out to render a partial, what I can do is do that on this gallery one. And then just change the name of it to be underscore gallery. And then what we should find is that on the gallery page now, we should have a title and a description. So let's just go and check that out. So to get to that page, we've published it here. So go to info and then click on gallery. So I clicked on the link to document there, and that will now load the gallery page. And we've got the title and we've got a description. So this isn't going to look amazing, but it's going to give you the ability to create a simple gallery. So that's the first part there. So now we need to get the list of media items within that. So if we go back to this gallery and then we say IEnumerable I publish content, gallery items equals, and then we need to get that. So that's not correct exactly because that's going to be the children of the gallery folder. So I'm just going to say null at the moment, and then above it I'm just going to say I publish content gallery folder equals, and then do the umbraco.assign content item get property value as I publish content, and then put in there gallery folder. So that's the alias that I'm looking for. Bring it back as that. And then I'm just going to say the gallery items at the moment equals null. So what I'll do is I'll just do gallery folder dot children for now. I think that should do it. So the gallery items are the children of the folder. Just keeping it simple at the moment. And then what I want to do is delete. I want to keep some of this markup. So I'll uncomment it. Obviously it's not relevant to this, I just stole it from the articles part. So if gallery items.any, I'm going to say if gallery items isn't null, and there are any, sorry, like that. So if gallery items is not null, and there are some, then for each I publish content gallery item in gallery items, and I'm not going to do any order bys or takes or any of that. Keep it simple. I'm just going to do in gallery items. Possible multiple enumeration of enumerable, fair enough. I'm just going to make that to list actually. So I'm just going to do list of iPublish content and just do to list there. That will solve that groaning at me. So then image URL, if it's got a main image, right, so this is where I already have it, so that's not relevant. Title, not relevant. Description, not relevant. Right, okay, so we're getting down to it now. So the URL, I'm just going to just say that this is going to be the gallery item. Instead of gallery item, it's an image, let's be honest. So image, yeah, image.url. Simple as that. So I want, when I click on the A link, this is going to open the image. So, and the target of that is going to be the URL of the image. And then, so for the source of the image, again, if we look at this, so this is how I did it on the starter kit, but I'm going to do it differently. So I'm going to do image.getCrop URL, and then I'm just going to say 720 by 455. Now, if you want to know a bit more about this image cropper, you can have a look at one of my videos that I've done previously about this, and that will help you understand that a bit more. But what this is actually going to do is going to get me a crop URL for 720 by 455. And what's the issue now? It's complaining about something there. I'm not sure what. We can get rid of this. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. So it's just very simple now. Still got an issue there. So I'm just saying, if I've got any gallery items, loop through them and render out the links. So let's just see. There might be an error on this because it's still showing as red. Right. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? So I've just rendered out the items. Quite simple, really. And then just by clicking on it, it opens it up. So that's good, but I don't want it to go off the page and go to somewhere else. I want it to show up in some sort of lightbox. So we've got GitHub simple lightbox. So yeah, it's called simple lightbox, and it's really good. If you just go to the source, there is just the JavaScript file that you need. So you click on that, and then you click on raw. Copy the raw of that, and then create a file. So you don't even need to clone the repository or anything like that. So if I go into here, which one have I copied? So I've copied the JavaScript first. So if I go into scripts, add a new file. Come on, wakey wakey. New JavaScript file, and I'm just going to call this simple light box.min.js. And then save that, paste that in and save it, and then I'm going to create the CSS file as well. Click on raw, copy all of that, and then add that in the CSS folder. Add style sheet. So you might be wondering, is there a license for this? There is an MIT license, so it's open for anyone to use, do whatever you want with. So that's good. And I really like it. It's really simple and effective. And you'll see in a minute. So that is the CSS and the JavaScript that we need. We also need to trigger it as well. And if you have a look on the examples on this project, it shows you what to do. So click on Simple Lightbox, demo and documentation link. So here's the examples. So all we have to do is we just have to reference those two files. So if we go to the master and we just wherever we're linking to, wherever we're adding these style sheets and things like that, let's just put these in here. So I want this to be CSS and then simple lightbox min. And then at the bottom where I've got my scripts, script source equals scripts simple lightbox min.js. And then what I'll do as well is I'll just do the other bit of script that you need to trigger it. So it's just a bit of jQuery, oops, just to say simple lightbox. So I'm going to give the way I'm going to target it is I'm going to have it on the A where the class is gallery image. Then launch the simple lightbox. And so if I go back into here and on this A, I give it a class of gallery image. That should be enough now. So we've got the JavaScript file, we've got the CSS file, we've got the bit of JavaScript that invokes it, well, that looks out for a click on that, and that should be it. It should be as simple as that now. So refreshed it, so we have the click. Ooh, nothing happened, so let's F12 and see what happened. So failed to load resource, so not any of those. Right, so I found out what the error was. So if I click on this, it comes up here, and if we inspect the console by pressing F12, we can see this bourbon. Yeah, what's this bourbon? Anyway, turns out that when I copied, shouldn't just copy and paste from GitHub, what am I doing? No, it's because I've used it in projects before, but anyway. When you copy from here, you just delete. You don't need the import and what was the other one? You don't need the import and output statements at the top there. So delete those and save it, and then refresh, clearing the cache. And now, when we click on this, ta-da! And you have a gallery, and it's cycling through. So there's our simple gallery, and we've got this cross up here. Now, normally, it depends on what site you're doing it on. So let's just see. Now, normally you would have styled cross and the arrows and things like that. So you get to style that yourself. Those elements are there, but because I've got styling on other things that's conflicting with it, that's why it doesn't look great on that. But you can easily solve that. But yeah, that's it. That's how you can create a simple gallery in Umbraco. And it didn't take much work. Let's just see if we can. Oh, the password, by the way, is admin@admin.com, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 for this project. So if you did clone the repo, and it won't let you in. Oh, it's 9 and 0 at the end as well. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. So if you do clone the project, you can log in and go into the back office and play about with it. And so if I was to reload this media, we should see that folder there for Code Garden. And then if we wanted to, we could sort these items. So the order that they are on this at the moment is coming with that first. We could maybe delete one of these. Let's delete it. You can order by date and name and things like that. So now if we refresh that, we've got 3. It looks better. Also, you can put a title on there as well. So if we go into the gallery and where it's got the image, I think it's on the image itself. If we put a title attribute, and then we do @image.name. That will pull through the name of the image for us. So then on hover you should see the title there, and also down here when it's styled correctly you get to see that title. It should be on one of the demos. I wonder if it is on one of these demos. But yeah, I've done it. I was doing it last night on one, and you get to see the title as well. So it's nice and easy. So what we can do is we can rename this to be chairs and logos, or whatever you want it to be called. And that can be keynote, and that can be boat trip. There you go. Yeah, and as I say, they will pull through. What we can do is we can just inspect it just to see. We've got the button there, we've got the arrows. So as I said, there are some arrows, they're just not been styled. You can't see them just because the styling's cancelling it out. So anyway, I hope that you found this video useful. I will commit the code. Actually, I'll do it live while we're on. So in the project, I'm just going to commit it as is now. I'm just going to say, got the gallery working. So that is exactly what you'll get if you pull that. So that's the finished branch. So it's all done. Yeah, hope you liked the video. If you do, please click on like and subscribe to my channel. I will be doing some more tutorials soon on how I do things differently now with Umbraco, since I joined Moriyama and since I've learned more and more things from going to festivals and talks and reading and things like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.